How's it going, guys? Stas here. So we're going to break down the markets in this video. You guys know the drill. We're going to go over the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ. We're going to break down what's going on right now as we're pretty much halfway through the day. And you guys saw in the title, we're going to go over 3 stocks as well that I believe are on the verge of breaking out. So if y'all find value, smash that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000, guys. Check out the details, link down below. You can get a free share of Google or Tesla stock guaranteed, guys, plus a bunch of other stocks. So again, use that link down below or simply go to stassurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, folks, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So check it out. Again, we're about halfway through the day. So in other words, it's about what, 12:30 p.m. on the East Coast, and all of the indexes right now at least are not looking good, guys. Pretty much, yeah, we're red all across the board. The VIX is up 4%. We have the metals also down, funny enough, as oil. Let me actually pull up oil and see what that's doing. Oil is, let's see, up around 35 cents, up 0.4%. Oil's been ripping, guys. It is up around, let's see, $10 here over the course of the last 2-ish weeks, which is unbelievable. 12% in the green, which is a very big move for oil. So SPY right now, which you all know tracks the S&P 500, this is starting to dump under the 180 SMA on this 4-hour. Actually, no, this is the 1-hour chart, and it's approaching 445, which you guys probably remember. That was the high, it looks like, from the end of August, right? Yeah, end of August, and that's now support, which is where my alert's at. Mark is at or below 445. So in other words, if we break that point, guys, we could be setting up for a gap down, maybe towards 430, 435. That's kind of the range this stock was, or not the stock, this ETF was, the S&P 500 ETF SPY here. That's where it was in the middle of August, heading into the end of August. So that's where this looks like it could be potentially going. And Triple Q, let's pull this up, is also looking, it's looking like it's at a very big support, right? Right by the 180 SMA on this 1-hour chart, and we're right by the highs from the end of August, middle of August, early August, being about 374, 373. That is where we're at right now. And if this thing does not hold right around, let's say, where we are now, 373, 374, we could be setting ourselves up for a dump off. And at that point on the 4-hour chart, guys, Triple Q could be moving under the moving averages, and we could be going for the lows from the end of August, being around 355, 360. That's in the cards. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we're not dumping off aggressively quite yet. Even though this thing is down 1%, we're not fully dumping off, down to those lows or anywhere near those lows quite yet. And we have the S&P, I forgot to mention, guys, down about 0.9%. So they're each down close to 1% or around 1%. And we have the Dow down 0.7%. Let me pull that up and show you guys. The Dow's now starting to test the bottom of this channel, which if it breaks, let's say, 34,000 points, we start going under 34.5 or 33.5, excuse me. That's where we could start falling even more on the Dow Jones. And let's see, the Russell's down around 0.6%. So funny enough, the Russell is not doing as bad as the other indexes, but still it's down 0.6% as the VIX is up over 4%. So before we dive too deep into the markets, maybe I'll make another video later on today. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell as well. It's completely free to do that. I appreciate you all. As always, before we dive into the markets way more in depth, let's talk about these 3 stocks. What stocks I'm looking at right now, which funny enough, they look like they want to break out, even though the markets are looking like dog crap right now, which we just talked about. Everything is in the red. So the first one is CrowdStrike, guys. CRWD is the ticker, and this is up around, let's see, 8 cents, nothing much, pretty much at break even, but that's good considering here again, all the indexes are in the red. So CrowdStrike, you guys can see, has been making higher lows for months, right? We bottomed out at $92 back in the beginning of this year, back in January. Then we held around 118. That was in the beginning of May. Then we held around 142. That was in the middle of August, right? So we've been holding these higher lows for months, but at the same time, ever since, let's see, the beginning of June, end of May, we've been failing at 165, 170. We've been failing at that point time and time again up until maybe now. Maybe now's the time where we finally do end up breaking out, as we are at 165.50 right now. And earlier in the day, it looks like we hit 168. That's pretty impressive, guys. So if we could go back up, retake 168, break above 170, that is where CrowdStrike, in my opinion, could really start to break out. Let me actually set my alert at 170. Mark is out. We're above. And at that point, guys, who knows where it could be going? I think all-time highs were 300. Yeah, so we're nowhere near all-time highs, 298 being the all-time high. But if I pull up this one-year chart, could we start going towards, let's say, 180 if we break above 170, right? Could that gap fill? Absolutely. You guys can see that was the high from a couple of months ago, about a year ago, actually. We hit about 180 in October of 2022. That could be the next gap that fills. From that point, maybe 195. So all I'm going to say, guys, is it's not guaranteed, of course, but CrowdStrike looks like it could be breaking out at any point now. And I'm getting ready for it. My alert's at 170. We'll see how it ends up going. The next one here, guys, is DraftKings, which is quite interesting right now, in an interesting spot, especially fundamentally, as the start of football season is right around the corner. Literally, the first game is tomorrow on Thursday morning. And you guys know what happens during football season, right? People are betting. They're putting a lot of money at risk. Probably more than they should. And that's going to help companies, of course, like DraftKings and any of the other competitors in the space. We talked about a couple of weeks ago, we made a video about ESPN Bet Plus, or whatever the heck it's called. ESPN's doing their own, or not Bet Plus, I think it's just called ESPN Bet. They're doing their own little, sports book now. They're doing, sports betting for this upcoming year, which is going to be quite interesting in my opinion, guys, and maybe that's a threat to DraftKings. We'll see. We'll see if ESPN Bet flops or not. I don't know. There's mixed opinions about it, but either way, now is a very good time fundamentally for DraftKings, and maybe that translates to the stock. I don't know. Is that priced in already? That's the argument you could have here. I don't know. But what we notice on the 4-hour chart is we have an inverse head and shoulders on DraftKings, right? We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. You guys see that? And now we're starting to break above the moving averages on the 4-hour chart and continue this channel that we're seeing on this time frame, right? We can see we've held this channel for months, and the stock's done very well, guys, very well. It's gone up 200% from $10 to $30, around 200%. Unbelievable. And I think there could be some more gains if we start to take out, let's say, 31, 31.50. That could be, a spot where momentum builds up. So let me actually set my alert at $31. Mark is at or above. There we go. And let me do another one at, let's say, $30.50. Might as well put another one at $30.50. Let me do that now. Mark is at or above $30.50. And we'll see what happens with DKNG if it does break that point. If so, maybe we start making that move towards $34, maybe mid-high 30s, totally in the cards. And of course, NVAX is another one that I'm looking at now as we're getting a rise in the CV cases again. And I don't know what's going on out there, guys. I have no freaking idea what's going on. But a lot of people have been getting these colds, myself included. I told you guys this, I believe, yesterday. I'm feeling better today, by the way, so really it was nothing. But, I got a little cold. I got a little sore throat. I got a little, I was coughing a little bit. Nothing crazy. But I told you guys I was with a bunch of buddies over this past weekend, and literally everybody got sick, right? No joke. Everybody. I feel like this hasn't happened in a long time where literally everybody I was with, maybe except for one person, got sick, got a little cold. Nothing crazy, obviously. But something's going on out there, guys. Something is, moving around out there. Let's just put it at that. There's some cases in the White House. I'm not saying I had CV or my buddies had CV. I'm not saying that for sure. We don't know. I mean, it was probably just a cold, honestly. But, it's going out there. It's around again. We're hearing about it. And we're seeing these stocks that benefit from, CV spiking again, right? These particular stocks like Novavax, NVAX, these stocks are starting to build gain momentum, which, did I not say this a couple of days ago? I think I made a video maybe last week talking about a bunch of these stocks, right? And they've gone up a lot since that point. I'm not telling you guys what to do, of course, but I think there could be more momentum, potentially. Of course, nothing's guaranteed. But at this point, NVAX looks like it is trying to break above 10, 1025, 1050. And if it does successfully do that, man, there could be a lot of upside. And not to mention, there's a ton of short interest on NVAX. It's unbelievable. I think it's like 40, 50% last I checked. So, yeah, keep your eyes on it, guys. I'm setting my alert now at 1050. Let's see where it goes from there. And with that being said, if y'all found value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Stas Talk Stocks, or just type in Stasser Fest. You'll find me on there. And don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo, guys. All you have to do is use that link down below, or simply go to StasserFest.com/Moomoo. Open up your account, fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat. And I believe if you fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, and fund it with at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks. You also get, for a limited time, a free share of Google stock or Tesla stock, guaranteed, guys. And I'm telling you, this is by far the best promo right now. So get on it. Use that link down below. And with that being said, folks, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.